Let me see. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear me now. I would guess because I just turned this on. One of these, I always say one of these days I will have a good greeting, and I mean just yesterday I realized how I've always knew this, but it's something. Oh, I can hear myself. That is not good. um, where was I? Yeah, so yesterday I was watching Ina's stream, and then I realized that her greeting, just a simple one, the thing actually it's almost like a magic spell, right? It just cheers me up. So yeah, maybe I should really think of some form of greeting. So because it would be nice. One of these days I will. But yeah, back to what was I saying? Yeah, it feels a bit strange to be, well, strange slash embarrassing to be here after sharing quite a bit on the cover last time. Funniest part is that it's not even the most degenerate or weird things that I could be covering. So there's that. Yeah, I guess this kind of things just always take quite a bit of mental energy, right? But yeah, and not just mental energy, but also you guys would not believe how many hours did I spend just just like playing wrong notes and redo, retake and retake and retake until I finally get everything that is like, get lucky like once or twice. I don't want to say lucky, but like, yeah, I feel like it's just one. And I don't know. I feel I need to get better at piano, but that is always the case. But anyways, yeah, I feel like I've already said everything I wanted to say about those two songs. Back in the last was it the last stream or the one before? The one where I did a bunch of like random piano stuff. And I guess maybe the intro as well, yeah. So I feel like there's nothing way too much to add. Plus I probably should be productive today because I've spent I spent way too long on the piano this last couple of days. So yeah, of course, seeing that, being true to the lore of this is a grad student VTuber, I should do research, do lab work. Yeah, Oh, and the other thing is that in terms of upcoming streams, so there is this thing called WoW Legion Remix that is coming up. In fact, it's starting tomorrow, I think. So I feel like it would be nice if I could like stream a bit of this. Um, I feel like I probably would not go way too hard on this because there's lab work and stuff, but I do want to slowly collect everything and I will try to stream as much of this as possible. I was originally hoping to stream Hollow Knight, but I guess this would have to, because this limited time event, I might just have to stream more of this before it goes away and save Hollow Knight for next time. Um, Oh, speaking of which, so I remember that last time I streamed World of Warcraft, I was complaining about the game being hard to stream and hard to understand. So guess what? So next, expansion pack, which is Midnight, which comes out in what, end of, no, early next year, right? They are in alpha right now. There's rumors that it comes out next February. They are going to be simplifying the game quite a lot, so it would hopefully make the game easier to watch and easier to stream, like to both people who are not current WoW players and also to people who are to people who've played before and don't play anymore, and also to people who just never even played or seen the game before. And that's good because I feel like of course, like I've never really thought too much about target audience and stuff like that. But then I feel like if I really were to put a handle on it, I would not expect or my target audience to be either former WoW players or current WoW players. Um, yeah, because WoW is I mean, I'm not sure what exactly do I want to. Yeah, I feel like the other thing is I feel like I have a complicated relationship with WoW to begin with. I mean, on one hand, it's the game that I grew up with, but then I also feel like I'm, one more. I'm always like one Blitzchung incident listening. Um, I'm one more like you know, one Blitzchung controversy away from quitting a game again. By the way, I did quit a game after this for a very long time, and I started playing because well, the guy also the guy was unbanned and he went back to the game, and if he went back to the game, then I was like, okay, yeah, if even he went back, then I might as well. So yeah, I mean, there's this like strange relationship between I don't even want to call it relationship, but it's just a strange thing between the game and me is that I grew up with it, but sometimes I would play, sometimes I would just quit for a very long time. But yeah, I mean, there are also better games and better things to stream than World of Warcraft, so I kind of don't want to make that my main thing either. So yeah, I mean what was I going to say? Fine, fine. The point is that I will stream it, but I will not exclusively stream it. At least as you can see today. um, I mean, even on the gaming front, one of these days I will stream some other games. I mean, I have to, well, both for the health of the stream and also for for the health of, I guess, well, not help, but also for me to know. I guess that's the other funny thing. So I think I mentioned once that I'm doing some game dev stuff, like game programming. But I feel like because my exposure to different games is so shallow, that it's like it also makes building games a bit harder. I mean, of course, that's just an excuse, but it's also me. It's always good to try different things. Yeah. Right, right. So, yes, anyways, my weekend was great. So, I mean, I think it was precisely a kind of boring stuff that maybe it was okay to. Actually, I don't know because I feel like when my OCs are doing recording days or whatever, and then they just disappear for however many days, I always feel a bit sad. But then now being on the other side, of playing the same song over and over and over and over again until I finally get things right. I being on the same side, I can also say, well, that is not good content. So maybe it was reasonable to not stream that. But then, of course, this is a yeah. I think it's just one of those difficult questions, right? That either I mean, I feel like what we did was probably the lesser of two evils in the sense that will I go away for however many days and come back with a okay-ish cover. I mean the thing is it was not even okay-ish, but I mean hopefully I get better at piano. It was okay-ish, I guess. Well, it was acceptable. It was bad, but it was acceptable. Bad as, as opposed to something just it is bad, but it's not pure garbage to say that. And I feel like I just have to put something out there, right? So I will eventually put something better out there next time. It's all text practice. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, I feel like that is another difficult thing. If I am away, then I'm not streaming. But then I feel like I kind of want to be around a bit more. Yeah, I mean, because of this maybe not entirely healthy parasocial-ish thing. Um, yeah, I mean, right now I have zero viewers, so it doesn't really matter. But this is something that I have zero, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I have zero. I mean, this one is probably just exactly this tab, I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, this is probably something that I need to figure out sometime. Either that or I just need to get better at things so I can, spend maybe not that many days recording and kind of space them out so I can be present a bit more. I don't know. Anyways, let's actually be productive because I want to actually get this done so I can play Legion Remix and I can stream it. So yeah, and hopefully also stream some other games. Yeah. Okay, so what is this, right? So this is, I mean, this is basically I'm not sure how much should I say about this because I feel like my I don't know. I guess in my what is it called? I'm not sure if I should use the term target audience or what, but I feel like people who are I don't want to assume any like technical knowledge, like cryptographic knowledge or anything of the people who are watching. But then that also makes things very difficult to explain what is going on here. Um, Yeah, I think basically if you don't know too much, then the idea is that I'm trying to verify an encryption. Might be a way to think about it. So I mean, people like to use encryptions because, well, I mean, we use it every day, no matter if you know it or not. For example, the data that we send to YouTube every day is encrypted. Um, Otherwise, my password will get stolen and will be very sad. So yeah, we use encryption every day, but then we want to verify it in the sense that we want to know that our encryption actually do what it's supposed to do. It actually encrypts the stuff that we want to encrypt. It's not breakable. So that's what verification means. So that is basically what this is doing. This is just a tool that I'm just working on a tool that helps us verify an encryption. Yeah, that might be the simple way of saying it. So now, I feel like this is very quickly going into the yeah. Now maybe it's a challenging part of the stream because now I need to somehow keep everything interesting while being productive and working on something that's a bit less interesting. um, yeah, I feel like that is So, oh, speaking of which, last time I did mention that if I watch some drawing streams or whatever, then I might be able to take some inspirations on how to make things interesting. Um, I have not done that yet. I mean, I've watched Ina's art feedback stream, but that is not the kind of drawing stream I had in mind to watch. So I feel like the pacing still needs. I still need to learn the right pacing for this. Or maybe I just do what I think was Naruto, right? The Naruto sensei. She basically says that, or one of the streamers, I forgot, but one of them says that they always just get very quiet when they oh, that's loud. Um, yeah, they always like get quiet when they try to focus, and that is yeah, I mean maybe also just shows that well, I don't know. So maybe Shosei is the common challenge for everyone, and maybe Ina is special in the sense that she has what she puts as a what like weaponized scatterbrain, basically able to split her attentions. But yeah, I mean, no, I mean, but let's just excuse, right? Because I know I can do that myself. So yeah. So I think, sorry, I was just fixing my hair. Hair is getting in my eyes. And sorry if I'm like touching the mic. Probably should mute first before doing that just in case. Sorry if, well, I will next time. Okay, where was I? Yeah, well, all counts as practice, so why don't we get some practice in? Okay, so, here is what we are going to do. We are going to remember how this goes, and also all of this is just way too wordy and just not, not good, so we are going to rewrite this. Okay. So we are using a library and we are, this is fine, yeah. or I don't know, maybe yeah, I feel like that is the other challenge is that at least for our streamers, you can kind of see the art on the screen. Well, for this, it is not like you guys actually see a tech demo. It's literally just this. Um, and this is very very difficult reading, both because the technical part and also because I'm not so good at writing, which is unlucky, but it is the way it is. Mm, yeah, maybe instead of this, I want to say what I want to first say that this so this is this and this, okay. Mm. Simpler and return instructions together from a can be used to specify a probabilist. I don't want to say probabilistic monad. That is I yeah, I feel like there's another difficult part of not difficult what is called another challenge of this is that well I'm a crypto person. But then so I'm not a not a real formalization, you know, like a formal verification person. Um, as in, my expertise is more on the crypto side. So I would try to write stuff that is, maybe understandable by crypto people instead of by verification people. And I feel like the best of both worlds is probably to be able to reach both audiences, but then I feel like by trying that, I would just end up reaching neither, and this would be really bad. But yeah, anyways, can be used to model a sequence of sampling operations. This similar to the DLAT and oh, missing a T over here, and similar to DLAT and DUnit. Um, Operations found in what in MathComp and EasyCrypt, right? In fact, not similar. It's like okay, yeah, maybe this is good. Um, I can say that this sequence, the oh, by the way, this is yeah, I'm not sure how to I mean, this is I would just say something right. I mean, yeah, I mean, some basically this is for that. I mean, I've never been into Riglos, so I don't have too much to say, good or bad, and maybe it is also best if I have nothing to say. Um, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? For this low, no, I would, yeah, maybe I don't have too much to say after all. Let's just finish listening to this. Yeah. Um, I mean, you guys cannot hear I mean, otherwise my bot gets nuked into the abyss, into oblivion. But yeah, I mean, I still want to, just say, yeah. Oh, here I want to say something about Monads. Mm. Of imperative, in particular, these sequences of instructions are encoded. Yeah, maybe something like this, where using continuations and monadic bytes. Maybe I should say this first. Your language is imperative, where sequence of instructions are encoded in the usual monadic form with the with continuation to monadic bytes. In the usual monad form with the this is fine for now. I probably just pass this to ChatGPT later anyways because I feel like this is because writing is hard. Okay. Sequences of instructions are with are formalized with using are modeled using maybe is fine. Modeled with animations and this is fine for now. I feel I don't need to italicize this. Yeah, I feel like that is maybe the tricky part because I feel like cryptographers would prefer this to be italicized, but verification people would not. Whatever. Together model a sequence of much likely okay, anyways. And then the what I want to say, well, what are the other instructions, right? I want to kind of explain what is going on in this piece of code. I feel like I can kind of change up the order, right? Maybe that is, I mean, this is not exactly, I mean, it is fine to modify their code a little bit, I think, because I actually want the thing to be a bit easier to read. Even if this is not, I want the paper to be a bit easier to read, even if this code is not exactly the same as the one given in the, it's not the actual code anymore, but this is equivalent. Okay, so now I want to talk about this code. So I talked about this already. Now I want to talk about this and that. Then reads allow allow reading and writing from memory. I want to say how this is done. This is um, whose semantic. The semantics are formalized using fine. This is fine. Using the standard monad. Using standard monomorphism that strings the state along the sequence of instructions. I don't know, strings along the continuum. I don't know. Because I have no idea who wrote this. Let's come back to this in a moment. Then, allows calling a subroutine, which is which is, I don't know why it's not worth important, but um, that's just useful to what is called to specify cryptographic games. The calling subroutines. This can in turn be used to model memory restrictions. That is an adversary cannot simply read to formalize that an adversary cannot to constrain that adversary cannot to enforce that the adversary cannot simply read this key from the that is how it is. Um, yeah, just some remark, I guess. How much do I need to know or care about this? I'm not sure how much should I say about this, like monads and stuff. At least move this up. This is maybe the hardest part to me because I don't have the necessary background to write this well. But I feel like the next part is, funnily enough, going to be easier because the next part is just crypto, which I know a bit more about. Let me see. Standard monomorphism. Let strings state along the along continuation doesn't sound right. There's something about monads that I feel like I cannot find the right word for. I cannot find the right technical term for. I know there's a way to I almost want to just dump this entire thing to ChatGPT and let it write for me because I know it can write better than I can. Because this is literally a textbook material for a class that I've never taken before, and I'm mad. Okay, good. Yeah, nobody's watching me being mad yet. I guess my phone is probably charged. I can probably monitor the chat on my phone now. If I just need to go grab my phone, so give me 1 minute. Okay, where are we? We are closing this and opening it up on my phone, so I would be able to what is this? I would be able to monitor chat on my phone. Not that I would have any chat messages, but for I kind of have hope that I might get some because get non-zero viewers after having the covers, but of course not, right? Let me see. My phone is muted, right? It should be muted. Yeah, it's muted. Good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. So where am I? I, I I kind of want to just hand wave this and say this is literally just just what people learn in undergrad. The thing is that no, like that's maybe that's a funny thing because I've actually taken a class in undergrad. I just skipped like almost every single lecture, and now I'm mad. What I get for skipping class? Don't skip class, kids. No, just kidding. Go ahead and skip all the classes you want. I mean, mm, which distant? This can later be used. Yeah, this is what happens. Yeah, through a computation is fine. Okay, good. Of course, a non-technical term. Okay, good. Yeah, let me see. For completing the switch state syntax and semantics. Here, the language is imperative for sequences of instructions that are modeled using continuations and monadic bytes. The syntax is summarized in this. And then the simpler and together models sequences of sampling operations, much like the analogous to to truly delete and deunit constructs. Why not? The get and put instructions enable. Sure, yeah, enable reading from and writing to memory. Their semantics are formalized using with via formalized to yeah the standard monad morphism that treats the finally to model cryptographic games. The allows invoking subroutines. Sure, why not? Very formal. This can later to express memory restrictions. That is for to actually can I do I have EM dash just by doing this? Maybe I do. Ah, Fansa. I mean, I probably should have noticed earlier. One of these days I will also cover that because why not? I mean, not because why not? Because that is a kind of image for a stream that because that is that's the image of the stream that I have. Oh, is it 3? Really? I mean, that's funny if there's like 3, but I mean that is maybe yeah, why not? For example, to enforce that an adversary cannot directly cannot from internal memory. Yeah, this is close enough. And then what? To other domain-specific languages for yeah, this is fine. How language? I mean, it's and therefore not incomplete. This is fine. I won't say standard anymore. This is not true. This is just not true. I mean, I'm not sure if I should expect cryptographic knowledge of my viewers. Probably not. But where the heck is it? Maybe I can just find my own paper instead of this. Or maybe I was about to find it. Nah. Yeah, let me just find my own paper and point at it. I mean, this is a standard thing. And you have this very nice thing, repeat until. This is a loop that you cannot, this is a piece of code that you cannot, you know, you cannot write in this language because this language is not Turing complete. So you literally cannot write this code. So no, this is not expressive enough to capture standard crypto constructions. Whatever. This supports simply from arbitrary distributions, not extend the semantics. I needed to support discrete Gaussians. Simply include the Gaussian, the discrete Gaussian as a possible parameter to the simpler instruction. Close that. Um, for further details are implemented, we refer to to the SS proof paper, or is and I need to tie my hair or do something. No, I instead of tying my hair, I should just do this. What is it called? I should just trim it. I mean, not like cut it short, or maybe I could one of these days. Um, yeah, have a more use the normal thing, or I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I feel like it is. I kind of don't want to go into way too much. What is it called? Story. I don't want to go into storytelling mode right now, but one of these days I will say everything. But I mean, long story short, I always say I would cut my hair when I kind of remember and make peace with everything. But then now I've actually did and started streaming. I just never cut my hair. um, yeah, I don't know. One of these days I might. Now that I feel like since I do remember it now, there is a. I mean, I feel like right now I have the necessary information to decide whether I want to cut my hair or not. But that's for later. For now, sorry. For now, let's be productive. Is Hanon? Yeah. Wait, it's Chico. It's just Chico. Yeah, that's how little I know about the Chico Honey. Yeah, why did I think that why did I think it was Shoes Hanon? Ah, whatever. This is good. Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just, anyways. Now let's see how people who are actually experts talk about this and try to borrow their writing, try to borrow the way they write. Um, Funny term. Sure, whatever. Yeah, pet event assertions. Let me see. Is this what I know or what I think? Is this non-rational? Why not? Well, um, yeah. Well, what is worth doing? Is this I mean, this might not be similar to what I have in mind, so I want to just look. Okay, yeah, whatever symbols relate to have loops. Okay, and then what? Okay. So what is this? Okay. So, what is this validity is. Yeah. Okay. So, what is this this validity is. Yeah. Okay. So, what is this this validity is. Yeah. Okay. So, what is 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 So this is exactly what I think I want, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, so this is, okay, yeah, so this is maybe what I want to say. Um, yeah, maybe this is fine, and then you have, wait, this is not relational. Why is this not relational? You have a relational, do you not have a relational, what is it called? Relational variant of this? You're kidding, right? Huh? Huh? I'm actually losing my mind. What on earth? I mean that there this has to exist. Do you really not have a relational version of this? Unless there's some very funny lifting going on that I don't understand. It's not holding. We have differential privacy. You know, this research makes me sad. What on earth is this? I'm actually losing my mind right now. This is not. Ugh. Do you not really? Do you really not have relation? This is what? This is. I mean, you know about that. And then, sure, yeah. I mean, this is really funny in the sense that. Wait, wait. Do I literally have just this paper without any? Okay, so you do. Is this paper literally just a purely This is not machine checked, right? This is literally just what is it called? This is literally just a pen and paper proof. Because if it is, then I should be able to what is it called? I mean, if this is what it is, then I would be able to, I mean, this is they write 0 lines of code, right? Yeah, it seems like they've written 0 lines of code and they have a paper. When was it? I mean, if that is true, then okay, where is this published? It's archive. So apparently you can just okay, yeah. So I guess maybe it is. How about this? Is this implemented somewhere? Because if none of this is implemented anywhere, and it's just a thing and it's publishable, then that means I'm close-ish to just literally writing however many pages of this and then just sending it somewhere. What is this? Okay, yeah. um, do you have any? I mean, I feel I'm just looking for something that doesn't exist, which is I mean, yeah, I'm actually looking for something that doesn't exist. I think unless you have some kind of um, yeah, I really feel I'm looking for something that doesn't exist. There's no, but no, like if that thing doesn't exist, then I would not. I don't understand anything anymore. Either I'm missing something very obvious, or they are not crypto people, so they don't write down what is obvious to us. This is actual. I mean, okay, so here's what's going on. I'm trying to find something that I can use because I don't want to build from scratch. But but if I have to build a thing from scratch, I will. I actually will. I just don't want to. I mean, the thing is that is different to privacy, so that's maybe not what I want. But I mean, that is really funny though. If that is actually what's going on. Okay, probabilistic coupling. What's lifting? Lifting is if there exists coupling. Okay, so sure, yeah. And then what do you want to say? I want to say that yeah, that is maybe not so important. Approximately lifting. Why do you want approx? You do not want to lift this thing approximately. That is not how. No, you always lift this thing in the exact way, and then the. I'm actually mad. I mean, yeah. I'm actually either I'm really missing something or it's something that people just have never done. Because again, they are not crypto people. I'll pretend I didn't see that. Um, okay, yeah. So I will. I would just build a darn thing because I don't. Because I don't know what the heck is going on. Um, I mean, I know I have to understand this, but this is. I, I feel like they are just chasing whatever is like the most novel thing to build and not building what's actually important because of what's important is too basic. Whatever. Good, good, good. Okay. So, what do I want to say is, you actually don't have the funny thing, do you? Whatever, whatever. I feel like reading this paper just makes me mad. Because, I mean, partially it is because they don't contain what I want, but also partially because the subset of those people make me mad. I mean, you can dig deeper if you want. I don't care. Um, Long story short, I don't want to say anything about that. Let's move on and let's actually try to be productive. Okay, not getting any. Good, yeah. Okay, so where are we? We are trying to figure out trying to figure out what is the correct way to write this. The correct way is, this thing is so close to what I want, but it's not. Hmm. Okay, yeah. Anyways, how to write judgment? This is maybe uh the first question we should answer. How to write a judgment? A judgment is please give me something useful. Please give me something useful. Unless you have this, I mean, this is. Okay, yeah, there's the logic, and this is a okay. So to encode what a to encode whichever lemma it is. I mean, it's a theorem, right? Is this maybe? No, I mean, sure, yeah, whatever. We consider two judgments, one for the left hand side and one for first we capture the are identical up to actually it's what I'm trying to trying to write even usable. I think it is, right? I mean, I hope it is. Let me think. Let me think. Because I want to Okay, so I want to say that two programs are close up to what is it called? Up to the what's the term? Up to their sampling procedures being off by at most you know by their sampling distributions being off by this KO divergence thing. I know I'm saying nonsense right now, but bear with me. Okay, so I want to say that they are close by KO divergence. So I will have to. Does this thing have to be proven in the Let me stare at this a bit more because this is really tricky, right? Well, it's trickier than I thought. Because I want to capture, yeah, what I want to capture is this. So I want to say, what? Um, yeah, the thing is that, okay, so there is this thing called syntactic property and I'm having difficulty turning some stuff, um, trying to have a clean cut between what is syntactic and what is semantic. So this is, I mean, this is uh, syntactic question mark, semantic question mark. Um, I mean, I want to say, that given two programs, well, I want a sequence row, right? Or do I want a sequence row? I don't know. No, a sequence row, this should just say this, just add this together. But then I want a better sequence rule for this Pythagorean thing. Um, Let me see. Hmm. Also, I feel I just ingested so much caffeine. It's not funny. I should not have finished the entire cup of coffee in like 2 gulps. Oh well. Hmm. But yeah, what was I going to do? Let's say what? I want to say this. Maybe this is where I need to get a whiteboard. Yeah, maybe because I feel like this is a kind of thing that is difficult to work out through pure mental math because I'm not that good apparently. I mean, nobody is, but so because this is literally cutting edge research, as as unlucky as it is, it's literally at least, I mean, this is a kind of thing that we are doing because we think it's worth doing, and because, well, as a as somebody in my lab sometimes says, well, I actually maybe not sometimes only what he said once about something else, but uh, you know, these are the kind of thing that literally nobody in the world know how to do, and we are about to figure it out together right now. exciting, isn't it? The scam dev. Okay, good. So what do I want to do? I mean, okay, so there is the adversary and there's a challenger, and then we want to say that, I mean, there's a bunch of funny decryption going on. Is that what I care about? A bit, right, but not way too much. Okay, now the adversary has some ciphertext. Maybe let me just say it's encrypted x tilde, and then you send the encrypted thing to a challenger, and then the challenger, depending on what is the hidden thing, he would do he would decrypt it, because this is what is called a very nice what in CPA in CPA plus game for FHEs, which means the plus here means he actually gets a decryption query. It's not in CCA. It is. I promise it's different from in CCA. Otherwise, this is equal to the correct. I mean, that is maybe. I should just say this is why, because that is maybe a better thing to say here. You send x0, x1, and then what? Oh, this is really funny, isn't it? Fine, whatever. If whatever this is, you decrypt this. Otherwise, you do the other funny thing. You just f of x0, and then you send it back. This is looking very sketchy, but I promise this is not wrong. I mean, it might be wrong, but this is not precise enough to be right or wrong. This is what it is. Okay, yeah, anyway, so we have this, and then what do I want to say? I want to say that these two are at most closing. These are closing KO. In KO divergence. Okay, so what? So what? Well, first of all, like, did they even write down their entire? Just out of curiosity, right? I mean, they left. What kind of things do this kind of paper talk? Wait, this is not the right paper I want to be looking at. Advanced composition. Yeah, sure. Did you? Is this literally a pen and paper proof? Does it say? Oh, so it's implemented. Yeah, okay, that would make sense. Yeah. Sure. Of course. Yeah. It would take implementation. That is maybe not surprising either. Okay. So late. So you do have to write code. I mean, that is expected. Enough of being greedy. Let's actually think about what this means. Good. So what do we have? This two being close in KO divergence. So this is So what we want to say is that this thing is a this thing is actually what is it called? There's noise flooding. Why do I? No, this is not closing KO, right? This is literally just close. Um, so these two are just like what? Just epsilon close. And then you do this funny thing where you say that what? I need a different symbol. I want to say that I I know I have a notation for this. I don't remember my notation for this, but I know I have one. What is this? No, I want noise flooding. Noise flooding. Not that. This. Not this. This. Forgot where my code is. This code is this. Fine, okay. So what is any do I literally just want one letter N? That looks so ugly. New maybe, yeah. I mean this is no like I mean this equivalent of doing the something. Okay, and then you send this back, and then you are happy. You're happy except for the part that you are not happy, but whatever. Okay, so now you need a syntactic property to oh, maybe that is how it should go, right? That if you have two programs where this is so what do I want to say? I want to say that you have two programs. So that what? I mean this has to be exact, right? No, this is not exact, is it? Is this exact? I mean that's really funny, right? I mean this is maybe hard because this is not Mm, let me see. Okay, so I feel like one problem is that actually, yeah, how did I do this before? I mean, this is what I had was not completely correct, but it should be sensible, right? What I want to say if um if these are if these are equivalent, and but this makes maybe not so much sense, right? Oh, that's clever. Is that what actually? But do I actually have that? Um, I mean, okay, so this is usable. I mean, it is correct, but it's usable, right? Um, so I want to say the let me see. I need to blow my nose. Sorry, I've never watched this anime before. I know I probably, I mean, it's just one of those things that I should watch one of these days, just because how popular it is. I don't know. Uh, don't know. I can choose later. Um. Okay. So here's maybe a deal. This is correct, but this is not. But I don't know if it's usable. If it's easily usable. I mean, it seems like it is, but yeah. So what I want to do is some kind of like mutual induction, right? I want to say that this is what I want to say. Let me see. What I want to say is that if you go through this, then then your result will be close to like close on step number like at some time t, and then because of that you'll be able to. That's really funny, isn't it? The thing is that no, this is a one way. Okay, so I have two different kinds of judgments. I want to convert between them. So I want to say something like this. Um, okay, so maybe I want to say I have two kinds of judgments. So this is G. So I want to say that first of all I want sorry for touching the mic. One of these days I would, instead of having a headset, I would have actual mic, actual standing mic, or one of those like I don't know what are called. Yeah. Um, and I don't know. There's something I'm not sure if I should say or not. But anyways, that is for next time I guess. There's a lot that I can say, and I don't want to. I mean, but it's cringe, so it's whatever. Back to this for now. Well, first of all, let me switch things up a bit. Oh, Okay, the cover by wait, I lost it just now. Ah, yes, the Samsung cover by Koha. Okay. Okay. So what do I actually want to do here? I want to do that. I want to say that this is okay. The first one is maybe an easy one that I should just write down because this is the one that I um if I can find the right notation. Yeah, this is just this, right? And then just a relational version of what I had before. Nothing very new and surprising here. I mean, up to the fact that there's some very, I mean, maybe this is obvious because we are good at math. There's some coupling things there. This is I promise there's a way to make this well defined. I can you guys will see soon. But the hard part is maybe this is the next part. Is that right? This is a sequence where right? Okay. So maybe to make things a bit more obvious, I have this. Okay. So what? So I have I want to say the sequence rule. Want to say what? Want to say if I have this, and then I also okay if I can prove this. Do I want to say if I can prove or if it's true? Oh, I mean, for intents and purposes, there are, the same, but I mean, not the same, but one implies the other. So there are, just one inference rules away, but still. How are these things usually? It's just if I can prove. Okay. Um, if I can prove this, and if I can also prove this, then this implies that I can prove then it implies I can prove this, right? S1 this. Okay, so this is a sequence rule, and then I have the I mean that is maybe the obvious thing to write down, and then the other obvious thing to the other maybe a bit less obvious thing to write down is this. No, this is not up to bed. This is literally this is no, this is Pythagorean. Let's call it that. Is that if I have this, then it can be shown that I have this is just true. Um, um, this is This is the two norm of S. And then how do I say they are, the same? Can I just write down the strongest thing? Uh, how do I say it? How do I say two programs are literally identical? Just this. So expression one is equal to expression two. Yeah, maybe it's fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to formalize this in the proof assistant, so I will have to give this a bit more thought. Yeah, how do I even I mean, this makes sense. I just have difficulty imagining how this would go in the proof assistant. Mm, it's literally just I mean, I guess it's everywhere, so I should be asking myself that like much earlier. Um, because I mean, I cannot. What is it called? What on earth? Um. Oh, because this is a Okay, let me see. Pre and post conditions are what? They are assertions on. I mean, they are just they are functions that take. I mean, this really depends on what my whole triples are, right? So it really depends on on what this thing means. So this I'm saying that this is a thing that is a function on final states and memories. So I would have to say that well this is literally saying that any for all expression. So for all no, I mean this is okay, maybe there is a okay, so there's something I know how to say semantically, but I don't know how to say in the programming, in the verification way, in a syntactic way. Like if you just project everything down to the down to what is it called, down to a probability distribution, then I know exactly what to say. But then that is not hard because we are good at because everyone's good at math. But then this is well, everyone's good at math until you until you start writing down thousands and thousands of lines of proof. Then you are not good at math anymore because this is what formal verification is trying to save you from, in principle. and this is and I don't know how to. I don't know how this thing should go. Um, so what is this? This is saying that I mean this is not even very well defined, right? Because the way I what so where Q is a function that takes what y1 is this right? So if it's that, then what? Then I want to say that this is and that's what I want to say, right? That's what I want to say, I think. Yeah, I think maybe that is exactly what I want to say. Yeah, yeah, okay, good. So what now? Now I want to say if this is enough to show that this thing is secure. Tall order, isn't it? Um, okay. So that means I would, well, okay, I will have to instantiate, okay, not just this, right? I also have to say that, I also have to somehow construct this. So I will have to say that, if it can be proven, I'm not sure if this is actually what I want. I think it might be. If it can be proven that, is it if I can be proven or what? Um, kind of don't want to say that, but maybe I have to. Yeah, well, how to construct one of these judgments? Simon condition. That's funny. Do I want this? Um, do I actually want to shove the thing into a precondition? I mean, the problem is I don't have a precondition. Do I want a precondition? I'm almost completely sure I don't want a precondition. Because if I did have one, I would just be, that's going to ruin me. I mean, then if I don't put that thing in the precondition, where can I put it, right? Um, if it can be proven, there's better ways to. I mean, this is purely there's no runtime thing. This is for all possible assignments, right? Yeah, there's this funny cautionary note of mixing up semantics and what is it called? Mixing up semantics and syntactics and syntax. And then maybe that's not what I want to do. So what I want to do is what? Okay, I mean the dumbest thing to, well, not dumb, but the simplest thing to write is this, right? I mean, right. This and this and this are related by no, of course, are by are related by this, right? But then this is not strong enough to prove anything because it's a constant, and that is not what I want. So this is not strong enough, or just say too weak. Because I want this meal to be runtime, to be runtime dependent. So what do I want to do actually? Um, do I want to really juice up sequence roll? I mean, if that is what's going on in a pen and paper proof, then there's no getting around it, right? Maybe that is what I have to do. I mean, if a thing is a mutual induction, then there's no avoiding a mutual induction because because we're doing mutual induction today. But I hope not, right? I mean, like there's no. That's the funny thing, right? That if you have a problem, you cannot make a problem go away. You have to solve it. You cannot push it around. If you push a problem around, it's just going to. I mean, it doesn't go. I mean, it doesn't disappear as much as you hope it does. It's just shoving a problem around. So okay, so are we doing mutual induction today? Do we have a mutual induction problem? Um. So what are we doing here? We are saying that, well, I mean, this thing you stare at this thing for just a bit more, right? Sure, there's a very funny thing. Um, Wait, what? What? I mean, I swear, if we don't have a proof, I would be so. I would actually lose my mind if we don't have a proof here. I mean, okay, so the first sample is. No way, right? I mean, I mean the thing is secure, right? Please tell me your thing is secure. I'm actually going to cry. This is no, 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 not again, not again. I mean, one of the reasons why this grad school is going so poorly is because there was a bug, and please do not tell me there's another bug. I'm actually going to fucking cry, man. I mean, do we have a? Please don't tell me we have a bug. I'm actually going to lose my mind right now. I mean, this does not work the way I think it does, right? Okay, so supposedly, oh no, there's conditioning, so maybe we are fine. Yeah, there's conditioning, so maybe we don't have a bug. I don't know. It's really going to be so sad. Okay, in that there's just, okay, so we just have a sequence of samples and then what, right? Okay, so everything is sequence of sampling operations and then what? And then you assume that you've sampled the exact same values before. You condition on having sampled the same values before, so you want to say. But then this is not what is it called, right? Right, what's going on here? You have a bunch of joint distributions that are close in KL, and then you are doing okay, what do we do here? Okay, so you literally have a sequence of sampling operations that can be either sample from same distributions or from discrete Gaussians. And you want to say that you want to say huh. What do you want to say? I want to say that yeah, I think so there's this conditioning thing which is really strange, incredibly strange. So it's like, okay, so I want a better way to do, maybe I need a better sampling rule. I think cannot be this just this. I mean, it could, but you know, I don't want to use a bunch of semantic properties of my earlier programs. Or maybe I could, maybe I need to. Um, I know it's not this. Okay, yeah, so I think my advisor told me the correct thing. Not just correct thing, but told me a very nice thing. Is that I need to actually figure out my inference rules before I do any machine check proofs. Because I now I'm starting to realize that this is all nonsense. And not only is this all nonsense, but this is and that is actually very difficult to write down the what is correct. Well, what's correct and useful because what I wrote down is correct. So it's not. It's a kind of nonsense. It's correct but not useful at all. Let's put it that way. One of these days, I need to actually look at the lyrics of this and try to understand what's going on. But for now, what the heck's... Oh, oops. Okay. I never understood like, what kind of situation would cause these things to show up. Is it, oh, so you can do this funny thing. That's funny? Okay, yeah. Does mean you can... That's funny? Okay, back to being productive here. Right, what's going on here? What's going on here is that we are pretty all bad at math and have no idea how to do our lab work. Let me understand what I'm debating if I should just listen to this or if I should listen to something I understand and then come back and study this later. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, well, new thumbnail. I guess this will be a good thing to write down for to the new thumbnail to have for a next stream. Seeing that this is the actual project I'm working on. The last one was the other project. So it was still my project, just not the same project that. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So how do I? Well, okay. First of all, let me first convince myself that the proof is correct. That we don't have a bug and the thing is secure. Because if the thing is not secure, then we're just done. then we're literally done. We're done with who knows what. I mean, then there's no way this thing is not secure, right? Because I mean, I mean, this and what? I mean, maybe a bit less, but still, like, wait, this is not the right paper I have in mind, is it? Maybe it is. No, this is, yeah, yeah, this is. Oh, I never knew that this, okay, yeah. Why do you have this very, interesting name? Just curious. Um, is it, what is called a, okay. I'm curious why. Probably one of those laundry setups. Yeah, I mean, because his what is it called? Last name. He had to change his last name. I'm not sure how much I go into this side note. Wait, he knows Spartuset because of course he does. Is that? Oh yeah. Oh, never knew that. I mean, not too surprised seeing that our community is so small, but well, I mean, both of them are excellent crypto people. But anyways, yeah, their last name, yeah, yes. Well, people are very people are living the life. Okay, where are we? Good, good, good. I mean, oh, ugh. Social media question mark? No, I mean, just people are being happy, so it's good. Um, listen to someone, something that from what it's called. Doesn't really matter, right? I don't know. We don't know. I almost want to pull up a what is it called? A stream, but no, I shouldn't. Good, yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. So it's a thing secure. I mean, the assuming the definition is, assuming this lemma is right. Assuming this lemma is right, do we have the what is it called? Is CKK secure? Is homomorphic encryption secure? Um, assuming you sample the same value before, then you would have what? If everything you've sampled is the same before, you would do the um. How does this compose? Yeah, how do you compose this? Okay, so let's say that you have this when you decrypt for the first time. Why do you have this on the second time you decrypt? Okay, so the first time you decrypt, the adversary, well, he learned something. I mean, because you have this you have this diversions. So the adversary learned something, and then now what, right? Now you have mutual induction. I mean, now you either have mutual induction or you have or you have or you don't have a proof. I mean, either way, this is bad. Uh, Thinking about it. So if the first time you've done some sampling and then you've had condition on sampling the same value on both sides, you would have gotten different results because that is you would have gotten slightly different decryption results on the first round because that is what you have. And then the adversary can condition on different values, make the next query's difference very big. And then you don't get to compose again, right? Because I don't think you have invariant. You I mean, I mean, this better be secure, but I don't. I mean, I don't know if this is secure. And if this is not secure, then we have then we have a problem. Then both community has a problem because this should not be out there, and we have a problem because I'm actually not going to graduate. This is the kind of thing that really should not happen. Right, I mean, are we just done? We don't have a proof. This is not a proof because exactly that problem, right? That I mean, you have if you condition on, I mean, this is just not true for SHEs, because if you condition on all the on the previous rounds sampled values, then you have Yeah, like if you consider some fixed AIs up to round I minus one, then that means you get different decryption results. And then you have unless you want to say that this is closed for all. Okay, so the problem is that there are two sources of randomness, right? One is the decryption noise, and the other one is the encryption thingy. Um, Unless you want to say that if condition on having samples no, I mean this to say this you will have to fix all the randomness, including the you know including the encryption because this is what it means, right? That you want to say two things are close, so you want to. So PI is literally, I mean, there are kind of two ways to put it. Either PI is a tuple, consisting of, consisting of the encryption. Uh, Either each I is, either each I is a sampling, is one sampling operation, or is all the sampling operation up to the I difference, up to the teeth difference. But either way, it doesn't work because either way you have to fix everything up to that step, and the second you fix everything up to that step, you don't have that anymore. I mean, you do for the first one, but then after that you don't anymore. So you don't have a proof. You actually don't have a proof. Now what? Now what? Ugh, this is terrible. I mean, I should sleep on this, right? I should sleep on this, and then phone friend because it's crazy. This is actually crazy. Alright, I will see you on next time because I'm actually incredibly mad right now. Instead, honestly, I mean, we might not graduate. I mean, we might not get anywhere with this because there's no proof. Okay, good. Yeah. I should do something. I don't know what, but I should do something. I mean, I'll figure it out. See you all. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, thanks for coming to a stream, and I will see you all next time. And hopefully next time we'll have this figured out. Thank you.